It's a great day. My name is Che Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the number one business development and revenue focused late night show in the country where we are on a mission. And our mission really is to empower, our mission is to inspire, and our mission is to provide you, that's right, you, the hard working entrepreneur, with all of the resources that are necessary to execute that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And on this episode, we have the one and only Shay. Her name is Shantel Doggett, but she goes by Shay. Don't confuse her with the Shay. She is Shay, and I'm Shay today. And she'll be talking about the CEO Stylist, like how you can generate revenue, have a business, and leave a legacy in the beauty industry. What's up, Shay? How you doing?
Hi, Shay. I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks so much for asking. I appreciate that. Now, folks that are watching right now, they're curious. They're probably like, wow, CEO stylist, that sounds cool. But they have a question, which might be, why do you feel some stylists are struggling to really generate the revenue they want in their business so they can leave a legacy? Now, I know that's a loaded question, but you've been in this business for a while. What are some of the things that hold people back?
Well, it's quite simple. I see it every single day. And the thing is that as stylists, a lot of times we're technicians. We understand how to do what we love to do, our craft. We're working with our hands and we're artists. And so that is a job all in of itself. But when we're talking about entrepreneurship, that is something that is completely different. That is running a business. And a lot of times, even though we have lots of talent with our artistry, we don't understand fully how to run a business. And so the CEO stylist is a person that is artistic and they are good at what they do. And they also have business acumen where they also know how to run a business and put both things together.
I love it. What do you say to the person that's saying, Shay, I like how she's coming out the gate. She's making sense and sense. But I haven't read her bio. You'll see how famous she is in a moment. She's famous all over the world. I really don't know this person. Slow down for a moment, which I'll be happy to do. And if you would, Shay, please share your backstory. How did you get started in this industry? And then what was that defining moment that made you want to help other folks be a profitable CEO stylist?
Well, I started as a young girl doing hair, something that I absolutely gravitated toward at the tender age of 6 years old. I was in kindergarten, and it's something that stuck with me my entire life. As I graduated high school, I went directly into cosmetology school and I stepped out into the real world of cosmetology at the tender age of 19 years old. And I struggled trying to just make ends meet. And so I've learned over the years that the struggle did not just come from the talent that I have, it came from understanding how to utilize my business and take it seriously and understand how to run the business. It wasn't necessarily the talent or how I was doing here, it was how I was presenting that to the world.
One thing that I admire, thanks for sharing, by the way, is how are you able to still take action in the face of fear? Because it sounds to me, and again, I'm just shaving around, but they're like, wow, there's a lot of hairstylists out there, a lot of places they could go. So one might be fearful getting into the industry, thinking there's already too many people doing what I'm doing. My question to you is, how are you able to still take action in the face of fear that's in front of you sometimes?
A person came to me, and I know this is something now that is widely spread knowledge, but someone came to me and said, "Do it scared." At that time in my life, I was working in corporate America, running a department, a training department. I was regional trainer for several different sites in a tech company, and I had a really good job. I would do hair after I got off work if I felt like it, but I was doing whatever I wanted to do at that time in my life. But my passion for hair was still there, and it took a lot of guts for me to walk away from that job and just say I'm going to focus on my passion. And so it was something that I had to do scared, but it's the best decision I've ever made. And I'm so happy that I did it. I don't regret it at all.
Wow. Congratulations to you, by the way. I know you love what you're doing, and we'll get into some cool stuff you're doing in a little while as well, because not only that, but you're involved in some other activities. But first, for the person that's watching now that says, I like what she's saying, Shay, I'm curious, how does she juggle everything? Because I have a husband, or I have a wife, or I have a significant other, or Shay, I'm involved in a dualpreneur situation. I'm working a full-time job and doing my little hair on the side. Shay, I'm also trying to go back to school. I'm involved in my church. I'm involved in my community. How does she juggle everything without feeling overwhelmed? If that's possible. Or maybe you're overwhelmed. I don't know. Maybe you're going to have a confession here and let us know you're overwhelmed. I don't know. It's not a counseling session, but people would like to know. I'm sure they're curious.
Yeah, so it is a lot. I will say this, as a business owner, I'm running a hair salon. I'm also an educator. So I teach for the company called Ashtae Products, which is one of my favorite hair products on the market. It's a professional product line. I absolutely love it. I'm also a coach, a business coach. So I coach other stylists and entrepreneurs on how to grow their business. And on top of that, I am also Miss Orlando for Miss Corporate America. So I have a lot of hats. And these are the most important hats that I wear. I'm a mother and a wife. So it's a lot. It's a lot of things that I have going on. But again, I have wonderful mentors, and they told me something that I live by, and that is do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And so I do my best to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And that's how I do not get overwhelmed.
Thanks for sharing, by the way. Congratulations on all the things you're doing, by the way. Superwoman is in the building. But then someone might be thinking, Shay, I like what she's doing. This sounds great. But does she get time for self care? And if she does, how does she find time for self care to take care of herself without feeling guilty with so many other folks depending on her? Because she has a lot of responsibilities right now. And maybe you're out there, you're watching, and you have that as well. So here's the question: how are you able, or do you find time for self care without feeling like guilty, like you're letting other people down because they depend on you?
Yes, absolutely. So twice a month are days that I focus on myself, and that's going to be my weekend days, which are Sundays. So on Sundays, twice a month, those are my days. My family knows that, and so that's what we do. And then on the other two Sundays of the month, and then sometimes we have five Sundays in a month, but on the general months where there's four Sundays in a month, those are family days. And sometimes they coincide with each other. Like, I have daughters, so we may make it a spa day where we go get our nails done together and things like that. Or me and my partner will go do couples massage, things like that, where we're incorporating self care, but we're doing it collectively. So you have to make it work.
And boy, you're doing a good job making it work, by the way. So thanks for all you're doing. So for the person's like, wait a minute, Shay, she coaches other CEOs, she coaches other hairstylists. Wait a minute, what are one, two, or three things she would recommend that I should take a look at so I can have a more profitable, a more successful business? Now, it's a loaded question, okay? Because some of you are at different places, different spaces. Some of you are veterans. You're like, I know it all. You might want to step to the side. Some of you are like, I'm veterans and I'm still want to learn. You're going to get a chance to learn now. Some of you are like, well, I'm kind of new at this game. I've been doing it. And I'm curious, what's her view on the world? So my question to you is, if you had to step back and say, look, here are three things that an entrepreneur, that's a stylist can do. And maybe you can apply it. If you're listening, you might be able to use some of this in your industry too. Three things they could do that kind of help their business so they can be profitable. What would you say to that person that's listening now?
All right, so the three things that I think are absolutely essential. Number one, it's going to be always seek knowledge. That's continue to learn. Never think that you know everything. That's the first thing. The second thing for entrepreneurs and people who are stylists looking to grow their business is to understand your corporate record book and what that means, and make sure that it's always up to date. And if I'm talking to you and you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to contact me. And then the last thing would be to make your business attractive to investors. So how do you do that? And those are things that are where we talk about scalability so that you can be attractive to investors. And so those are my tidbits of advice.
Thank you so much. You're so transparent. You're so open. Now, as we're moving along, I appreciate your time, by the way. We're going to get into Miss Corporate America Orlando in a moment. But we have a segment here called Today is My January 1st. Now, for those folks who tune in every night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know what we're about to do. In fact, you can go ahead and say those magical words right now. Today is my January 1st. Happy New Year to you, by the way. And for all the new folks who are tuning in, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for allowing us to stream into your home. You got a lot of choices, so we appreciate you. Today is my January 1st is our personal mantra. It represents a fresh start. It represents a do-over. It means our past, no matter how dark and gloomy that past is or how bright and sunny that past is, the past no longer really equals the future. And so my question for Shay, S-H-A-Y, on the other side is really two parts. Number one, when you hear those words, today is my January 1st, what goes through your mind? And number two, we're going to find out if your life is perfect. Was there ever a time that something didn't go right in your business, in your life? And if so, how did you bounce back from it?
All right. So today is my January 1st question. I just feel like every day is a new opportunity to just do your best. So for me, I'm just enjoying life. I've just I've been on a journey of lots of wonderful things happening in my life. And so right now I'm just enjoying blessings. I'm just enjoying the peace and the blessings that are provided for me by the Lord. And so that's what I'm doing on my January 1st. As far as some things that may have occurred in life that I've bounced back from, I want to say it's the reason for why I do what I do. Um, One of the main things is the struggle of building a business, building clientele, trying to make sure you have clients so that you can continue to grow your business. And that was a big struggle for me. Huge struggle. There were times where I did give up and I decided I'm just gonna go get a job and not worry about this because it's not sustainable for my life. And I just did it scared. That was the thing I did. And once I did that, I really put all of my energy into what is it that I want to provide to people? What is it special about what I want to provide? And how do I show that to the world? And once I crafted what specific things were important to me to give to my clients, people started to see it. And those are the things that have driven the type of clientele that I have today. My heart for what I do and what I offer. And I think that that is so important. If you can kind of put it into a picture for people and verbalize exactly what you're offering to someone so they can literally see your heart and what your passion is that you're wanting to give to them, then that's what's going to increase that clientele. So for me, that was my pitfall that was stopping my business from growing. And once I discovered that, that's what grew my business.
Thanks for sharing, by the way. And as you were speaking there, I'm curious, what is Miss Corporate America? And number two, how did you hear about it?
Miss Corporate America to me is a sisterhood. It is a sisterhood of women that support, uplift, and empower each other to continue to do great things in the community and ultimately in the world. It has been a breath of fresh air to be a part of this organization. I heard about this organization one evening when I was like scrolling on Instagram. I was like, oh, what is that? So I did like a little inquiry, like, well, what is this? And I started doing some research. And the more I dug into seeing what it was, the more interested I became about it because it is so important for women to support each other. I just truly believe that there is some power in us getting together and sharing ideas and collaborating with each other to see each other succeed.
And one of the things that caught my attention, I really love that you did. You had this mantra called, I think we straighten each other's crown. Is that what it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Where'd that come? What is the phrase? I know I didn't look at my notes. So, what is the phrase so I can be clear? We straighten each other's crown. Um,
And we fix
and
each
and then
other's
where'd that
crown.
phrase come
Yeah.
from, and why is it so near and dear to you?
I'm not sure exactly where it derived from, but it is important to me because there are times where everybody falls short or feels weak. And in those moments, it is so important to know that you have support. And that's the thing that gives you the strength to persevere and gives you that resilience that you need to be able to strengthen up and make it to the other side of things. And so when we strengthen each other's crowns, we give each other the energy, the power to continue on so that we can see our goals and celebrate those together.
I love it. True queens straighten each other's crown. There's no fighting going on among that. It's all coming together. I love it. By the way, I love what you're doing. I love the mantra. I love the spirit. We're all a little nosy. There's that picture behind you. We're just curious what it says. I mean, we're all looking over your shoulder. By the way, is there something that says? I mean, it's such a cool shot. Tell us about that photo.
All right, this is a photo, and I'm actually in my salon right now, and there are tons of photos in the salon on purpose that are inspiring, not only for women but for men as well, but specifically for us because generally that's
And
the
the camera, you might have
bulk
to
of the
bring the camera
clientele
back
that I
down a
have.
little bit so they can see you too. We saw the picture. Now they
Okay,
need to see you. There we go.
all right. So I'm gonna read it off to you. It says I am. And then on the shirt, it says kind, enough, beautiful, smart, pretty, talented, bold, strong, successful, so many things that we need to always be reminded of. And so, as people come and they patronize this business, not only are we pouring into them, making them look beautiful, but I want them to feel beautiful inside and out. So when you come here, you're going to look around anywhere you look on the wall. I want people to truly be encouraged and uplifted about themselves so that not only do they look good, but they also feel amazing when they leave here.
I love it, by the way. And I always like to ask, when you're not out saving the world, being involved as a CEO stylist, and doing all the other activities, what do you do for fun these days?
I grab a microphone and I sing gospel music to the top of my lungs. I love singing, so you're gonna find me singing somewhere.
Yeah, I love it. At the top of your lungs. I love it. That's really funny.
Top of my
As we come
lungs.
down, as we come down the home stretch, no, I'm not going to ask her to sing, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not. I'm not going to ask her to sing. Okay. As we come down the home stretch, a two-part question. Number one, what type of clients you looking to work with these days, if any? And number two, how can folks best connect with you? How can they stay in this conversation you and I have now over and beyond today?
Absolutely. And so the type of clients I'm looking for are people who want to look and feel beautiful. We are a full service salon, so we offer services from braiding to silk press, natural hair, relaxers, anything you need, even sew-ins, weaves, we do it all here. So if you're looking to feel beautiful, you want a professional, clean, fun atmosphere to get your hair done in, this is the place to come. Also, if you are a stylist, a braider, or you're in the beauty industry and you're struggling trying to grow your business, contact me so we can look over some of your things and see how I can help you to get on track and grow your business and hit your goals. And the best way to contact me would be either on Facebook or Instagram. You're going to go to Boss Up Braiding Studio on Instagram and Shay Doggett on Facebook.
Well, let me say thank you so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. We appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And thank you to viewers. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, because without you, well, we don't have a show. We know you have choices and you choose to spend your time with us. So I never get tired of remind you every night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, no matter what's going on in your life, whether you're doing really, really well, going to that next level of success, or you've been hit with the punch that you never saw coming. The one thing I do believe is that today is your January 1st. And because of just that one reason alone, I believe your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It hadn't changed. The Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. We'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and we wish you all success. We out here. Bye, Shay. We'll see you all on the other side. Bye-bye. Peace, everybody. Talk to you soon.